Tonight, I want to share with you two books that are very special to me. When we return from Thanksgiving holiday, it will almost be Hanukkah. In an attempt to make sure that we celebrate the cultures of everyone in our school, this book about Hanukkah and how it is entwined with other holidays during this time of year is a really special book to share with your students. It's called Elijah's Angel. Elijah Pierce is a real person. He is a famous carver of wooden objects. He has had his artwork displayed in the National Museum of American Art and has won many awards. When this little boy, who happens to be the author, goes on a field trip to Elijah's barbershop, he sees things that captivate him. Beautiful carvings out of wood, mostly animals that he sees, but there are many things from the Bible, Noah's Ark, and even a book of the Bible that is so heavy that it takes more than one person to turn the pages. His favorite one is the Noah's Ark, and he is saving his money to buy one of Elijah's animals. His parents have purchased a one with fruit on it because in the Jewish faith, we do not believe in having graven images. So a lot of the ones that reflect the stories from the Bible, even though they are stories that Jews and Christians share, are just not acceptable. When Christmas comes around, it's about the time that we know the extent of the friendship between this little boy and Elijah. Elijah's shop is visited weekly by the author, and they become very fast friends. At Christmas, Elijah carves a guardian angel for him, and he is very perplexed about what to do. He loves the angel. He doesn't want to hurt Elijah's feelings, but he is afraid that he is really doing something wrong by taking a graven image into his home. He hides it from his parents until the first night of Hanukkah, when he decides to share his gift with his parents. Michael takes the angel out, and his parents think that he has bought it for them. And he has to explain that no, this is something that Elijah has carved just for Michael. But he's afraid that it's a graven image, and he didn't want to tell his parents. His parents very beautifully explained to him that yes, we believe in angels, and we don't have graven images, but this is a friendship angel, a gift given from Elijah's heart to him in honor of their friendship. And so Michael goes to sleep that night with Elijah's angel beside his bed. Because Christmas and Hanukkah are sharing the same days that year, he wants to reciprocate and give Elijah a beautiful gift too. So he takes the menorah that's beside his bed and he wraps it very beautifully. And on Christmas morning, his dad, his mom, and Michael take a trip to Elijah's shop. They know he's not going to be there, but they slip it inside the storm door. The next day, Michael wonders if Elijah liked his gift. So after dinner that night, his mom, his dad, and he take a trip down to Elijah's shop. And there in the window is the menorah shining beautifully right beside Elijah's other carvings. They make that same trip every night during Hanukkah, and each night a new candle shines in Elijah's window in the beautiful menorah that Michael has given him. This is such a gorgeous story about how we might not always celebrate exactly like our neighbors and our friends, but we can share in the beauty of the season that is approaching us. And that friendship, more than anything, means this and reflects the spirit of this season. I hope you will read the book. I have several copies, and there is also one in our library. If you would like to borrow it, just come by and take it, and we would love to share it with your students. Another book that is extremely important is this one. This one is new. The story is not new, but this book was just published this year. It's called Red and Green and Blue and White. This is a story based on a true story that happened in the 90s in Billings, Montana. The two children in the story are real characters, but some of the facts have been fictionalized a little. The important thing about this book is that the people of this community decided not to be bystanders, but stood up for what was right when something not so right happened to their friends and neighbors. When the community stood up together for friendship and respecting differences and love, the people who threw the stones in the homes of the Jews backed away, and in Billings, Montana, love won. What had happened was on a beautiful night that Hanukkah and Christmas shared on the street where Isaac and Teresa were neighbors, there was a blue and white light and a menorah in Isaac's window. And in all the other windows, there were Christmas trees and Christmas lights of red and green. In the middle of the night, stones were thrown through Isaac's window and scared the family very much. However, they decided not to let that extinguish the lights of Hanukkah. And they relit their menorah and put it back in the window. The next night, Teresa lit her Christmas lights and looked outside and saw the menorah in Isaac's window. She was so inspired by their courage that she drew a picture of a menorah and wrote 2 words on it, for Isaac. Her idea grew and grew and grew. They were on the news. Every home almost in Billings had for Isaac and a menorah in their window. This is such a beautiful story of how one person's act of kindness and love and courage to stand up against what is wrong can turn a whole community's eyes and ears towards the right and the just, and to share their love and friendship, not just at Hanukkah and Christmas, but an infectious thing that will go on throughout the year. The book again is called Red and Green and Blue and White. It's by Lee Wynn, and the illustrator is Paul Zelinsky, who has won many awards, including a Caldecott for his artwork. I hope you'll enjoy one or both of these books and share them with your students as we approach the most beautiful time of the year. May your Thanksgiving be blessed, and may your upcoming celebration season be filled with light and love.